not real good at this stuff, but it seems to me that that would lessen the odds of completing it, wouldn't it?
Might want to go to the other side of the field, although that's not any cakewalk either, but I'm with you. Bad guy to target there on the deep ball. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. To throw is Wentz. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Halfback sent in motion. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Johnny, a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Marshall. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run with Marshall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And here's Marshall. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. On third down, it's Marshall. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll throw here, Kaiser. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Kaiser. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go! 38!
Second down, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go! 1, 9.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And McManus able to put it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. So we come upon halftime with a visiting. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Wentz to throw on second down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down. Now Wentz. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Philip Dorsett with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. They go play action. Kaiser. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Wentz now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Kaiser. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To the air again, Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go.
Kaiser yet again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down. It's Marshall, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. First down, Kaiser. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And McManus able to put it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Shift together here from the D-line. A first down throw for Kaiser. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, my. You know that that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll throw here, Kaiser. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Time for a break. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Wentz. And now running right through it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Wentz to throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel...
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. It makes it a little bit tougher for him.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got